I'm going to cast Mach 7, not pancakes. Target the Arcane Signet with the Displacer Kitten trigger.
I'm going to go down to 22 life, snuff out targeting Displacer Kitten.
Mystic Study trigger.
I will not pay for it.
Put Muddle the Mixture on the stack. Trigger Displacer Kitten.
Targeting.
Relic of Legends.
Trigger Mystic Study and Talion.
Yep, and yep.
Miscast? Not paying for it.
What are you going to do about it, Seth?
Be sad.
That's fair.
Of course I will.
Trigger Displacer Kitten. Targeting.
Arcane Signet.
Mystic Study trigger on the stack.
Study trigger.
Yep, can't pay for it.
Response. Life and Op Agent.
Okay. Trigger Talion. Trigger Ristic Study.
Ristic Momora?
Yeah. Welcome to Things in the Ice, a competitive EDH channel where we have overthrown Jeremy and taken control. I'm John.
And I'm Kyle, running for the new Overseer. Today, we have a group of commanders that we all think are favorites. We like to play them, we're good with them, and I think we're going to show them off today.
Let's go have some fun with some familiar faces! Yeah!
Welcome to Things in the Ice. We got a pretty interesting cast of commanders today. Let's check out our hands.
Woo!
Do we have an interesting cast of people?
No.
Well, unfortunately, it's
I'm
the
here.
same boring bastards that are always here.
Hey all, Seth here. This week I'm playing KRARKASHIMA because I love to flip coins and then return spells to my hand. Kept it kind of an okay opening hand. Gonna ramp into that Relic of Legends. Gonna use that mana to I don't know, deploy the rest of my game plan. Mold's not super great, but whatever. We got a hand. We're gonna play with it. Let's go.
Hey there, Kyle here again. Today I'm playing YURIKO. I can't seem to put this deck down. Comes out of nowhere. Sometimes it does things you don't expect. Sometimes it just kicks you right in the face. But I love it. Ninjas rule, so let's get some good ninja action going today.
Welcome back, everybody. Sean, back again also. I'm coming at you with my favorite deck. It's my OG deck, Malcolm and Vial Smasher. Hoping to get out some Orcish Bowmasters early to kind of prevent some extra card draw and potentially just kind of nudge this one out with some interaction. Let's see how it goes.
Hey folks, it's John, and today I'm playing ROG Thrasios again. This opening hand is feeling pretty good. I've got a lot of cheap stuff that's going to generate a lot of value. Should be able to get my commanders out early. And as long as I didn't somehow mess up the amount of colors I have available to me to cast those spells, we're going to be perfect. Golden, no problems. Seth is going first. Anybody got any pregame actions?
No. Yes. Exile Mistblade Shinobi from my hand to put a luck counter on Sorry, Devils.
Wonderful.
No.
Nothing for me. Go ahead.
Cool. Untap upkeep draw. Play a command tower. Pass.
Ooh.
Step you draw. Lemorphic Pool. Step 2 for Dokuchi Silencer. Best turn.
Alright. I have nothing to untap, and I have no upkeep, so I will draw. I am going to play a Tap Steam Vents and pass turn.
Oh, how chill. I will play a Windswept Heath. I'll go ahead and crack it. Go another 39. Off of that Windswept Heath, I'm getting this Tropical Island. Then I will pay 1 and cast Mystic Remora. In response?
Yes.
Dun 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 dun.
Ooh, Mystical
Dun,
Tutor.
dun, dun.
Exile the mana drain. I'm going to force a will the Mystic Remora.
Yeah, got no response to that. Mystic Remora, countered. Mystical Tutor back on the stack.
From the Mystical Tutor, I'm going to find Gitaxian Probe, put it on top of my library. No further responses.
Great. And then I'm going to apologize to my sweet small child Rograk for dishonoring him earlier and cast him now. Because obviously I didn't have Fierce Guardianship. We cool with Rograk? Great. Now we'll pass the turn.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, surprise. Play a Cephalid Colosseum.
Cephalid Colosseum.
Put Krark on the stack. I'm going to pay 2 life. And I'm going to cast a Gitaxian Probe.
I have a question about the resolution of Krark's trigger.
Yeah, totally.
If it fails,
Yep.
is there a chance to respond it being returned to your hand on the stack? Would Gitaxian Probe still be on the stack if this flip fails?
So, no. The way Krark's trigger works is the trigger is attempting to resolve and you have priority. When the trigger starts resolving, I'm going to flip the coin, at which point, and part of the resolution, returns the spell instantly or places a copy of it on the stack. So if you want this to be countered, you need to counter it before I flip this coin.
For sure.
It's a very important Krark rule.
Any responses?
Nope.
Nope.
I didn't telegraph this at all. I'm going to pay 2 life.
And Fierce Guardian, no.
Ah!
Mental misstep.
Yeah, I'm going to go down to 37, cast Mental Misstep, targeting Gitaxian.
Yeah, it's fine.
Now you may resolve your trigger.
On bad. It's bad.
On bad.
Nothing happens. Pass the turn.
Tap. Upkeep. Draw. Clear one a pathway. A 3 for a Ristic Study. Go to combat. Swing at Seth for 2.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
That's a little bit of first blood.
I suppose I should have
Does
read
combat
that.
damage to a player, you may discard a creature card. When you do, destroy target creature or planeswalker that player controls.
Aww.
Would you like to take advantage of that trigger?
Yes, I'll destroy Krark.
Nice. That's a pretty efficient turn.
Yeah. Ninja slice.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. I will play Beseju, who shelters all. I will also play a Mana Crypt.
Are you going to pay 1 for that?
You may draw.
Thank you, kind.
And I'm going to tap and bring out Malcolm.
Malcolm.
You may draw. I will pass turn.
Wonderful. Untap, upkeep, draw. Should not have kept that hand. I'll pay 1 for training grounds.
Sorry, will you pay 1 for that?
Absolutely not. I'll pass that turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Command tower for a red. Cast Rite of Flame. Not paying for it. Tap Cephalid Coliseum. Cast Relic of Legends. Lose life, 34.
You gonna pay 1 for that?
Nope. Pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Go to combat. Swing at Seth.
No blocks.
Ninjutsu out Yuriko. Hit you for 1. Trigger. Flippity flip. 0.
Okay.
Down to 33.
I will play land for the turn.
That's scary.
Yeah. I mean, that's scary, but that face.
That face dope.
I will go to discard. Shadow of Mortality. Dokuchi Slicer.
All right. I will untap, upkeep. Let's roll for Mana Crypt. Odd, bad. Even good.
Dang.
I will draw. I am going to play a Tavern of Souls.
Nice. What are you going to name?
Noble.
Noble. Oh.
Yes. I will tap for a black and a blue and 2
Huh.
to play Italian.
Well, there they are.
I love it.
An uncounterable noble.
Are you gonna pay 1?
Yes, I will pay 2 life to pay the 1.
Dedication to the craft. I appreciate it.
With Italian's trigger on the board, I will choose 2.
Beautiful.
I would like to move to combat. I will go at Kyle for 2 in the air.
I'll take 2.
I will get a treasure,
38.
and I will pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Oh, yeah. Exactly what I want to see, baby. Otawara as my land for turn. Hey. I'll pay 2 and cast Thrasios. Trigger. I will lose 2 life and go to 35. You draw a card. Go ahead. I will pass house.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Cool. Play Otawara.
Hey.
Bam! Lose a life, 32. Cast Stormkiln Artist.
Ooh.
Trigger.
No, you can get it.
Trigger.
30.
On response, I'm going to cast Brainstorm.
Stormkiln ATB. Nothing happens. Pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I play Urborg as land for turn.
Swamps.
2 for a Dothy Voidwalker.
Mm-hmm.
Trigger Italian.
Going to play a Mausoleum Wanderer. Pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Trigger. Odd, bad.
Hey.
Not bad.
I'll go down to 34.
Shucks.
I will draw. I'll tap the Cavern for a black, and I will play an Orcish Bowmaster.
Trigger.
I will pay the 1. I will get an Orc Army,
Deal 1 damage to
Delphi. And then I will play a Jewel Lotus.
You're going to pay the 1.
Yes, with that 1 floating. I will play a Lotus Petal.
You're going to pay the 1.
Nope, you can draw. I will do 1 damage to Delphi. And then I will play a
Lion's Eye damage.
Are you going to pay the 1?
Nope, you can draw. I'll do 1 damage to the Mausoleum Wanderer. I will play a land for turn, Mana Confluence. I will move to combat. To the air at you, John.
Absolutely. I will go down to 33.
Now we'll get another treasure token. And I will pass turn from there.
Wonderful. Untap, upkeep, and draw. I will pay 2, and I'll cast Phantasmal Image, trigger. I will go down to 31, and I'm not paying for Rhystic Study.
I will do 1 to Stormkill.
This enters as Orcish. Trigger the Orcish Bowmaster ETB, targeting Orcish Bowmasters.
I'm going to sack both of my treasures, and I am going to Chain of Vapor my Orcish Bowmasters.
Trigger Rhystic Study.
I sack 2s to pay that extra 1.
Swan Song it.
Yeah, that's good.
You get a bird. Orcish Bowmaster trigger back on the stack.
Yep.
Kills Orcish Bowmaster. Beautiful. Now I need an Orc army. Not accustomed to having that in this deck. Thank you very much. We've resolved all that. Thanks for having a fun little magical time with me, my friends. I will pass from there.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Tap Seaflood as a swamp. Rhystic Study.
Trigger Rhystic Study.
I'll pay for the draw.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Shock in a Watery Grave. Going down to 34. Cast a Network Disruptor.
Trigger Rhystic Study.
Pay the 1. I'm going to tap the Stormkill Artist. Go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Swing 1 at Seth.
No blocks.
Reveal YURIKO trigger.
Uh-huh.
1. An offer you can't refuse.
I'll go down to 33.
I'm down to 30.
28.
Prosperous Thief.
Trigger Talion, trigger Rhystic Study.
I will not pay. I'll lose 2. Down to 32.
2 Orcish Bowmaster triggers, both of them at Malcolm.
Go to discard. I'm going to discard Beacon of Tomorrows.
Untappies. Upkeep.
Ease.
On bad. Even good. Draw. I'm going to move to combat. 6 at John.
I will go down to 24.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Hey! Not my 3rd color, but it is a land. Play Rejuvenating Springs as my land for turn. I'm going to pay 1 and cast Moon Snare Prototype, not paying for either Rhystic Study. 2 Orcish Bowmaster triggers, 2 at the Thief. I'll pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Arcane Signet.
Trigger Talion.
Triggeristic.
You can take it.
Both triggers hit Stormkill.
In response, I'm going to cast Deflecting Swat. No.
You draw from Rhystic Study. Trigger
Yep, I
Orcish
did.
Bowmaster.
I did.
Targeting Stormkill Artist.
I wish you wouldn't have gone down this path.
It's the only realistic thing I can kill right now.
You have a Network Disruptor over there.
Sure, I'm a little more scared of the Stormkill Artist.
That's fair.
Deflecting SWAT on the stack, targeting one of the Orcish Bowmaster triggers.
Yep. I'm going to use Deflecting Swat to change the target of one of the Orcish Bowmaster triggers to the Orcish Bowmaster Fimage.
Great. Fimage sacrifices itself. Orcish Bowmaster trigger on the stack, targeting Stormkill Artist.
Yeah.
Stormkill Artist should be dead. I'm up to 7 on my army.
Pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Dark Flick Shores. Tapped. I'm going to play a Mana Crypt. Pay for it. And play a Moth Dust Changeling.
Paying for Rhystic.
Yes. Go to combat. Swing at Seth for 1.
No blocks.
Reveal Island.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Second main, we're going to cast Thousand Face Shadow, not paying for it. Go to discard.
I'm going to tap Steam Vents for blue, and tap Mana Crypt, and flash in Spectral Sailor. I'm
Ooh.
paying for both Rhystic Studies.
Oh, 3 mana Spectral Sailor. I love it.
I'll pay 2 life to Mental Misstep.
I figured.
No more pirates. Yeah, triggeristic.
Triggeristic Study, not paying for it.
Untap, upkeep, odd bad. Odd
Hey.
bad. I will go down to 31. Draw. I'm going to crack Jeweled Lotus and 2 for Malcolm. Go ahead, draw. And then I will play a Mox Opal.
Ristic Study.
I'll move to combat. 2 in the air your way, and 4 on the ground your way.
I'll take 2, go to 22.
Take 4, going to 26.
I'll pass turn.
At your end step, I'm going to activate Thrasios by tapping ROG with Moonsnare prototype. Reveal command tower, put it on the battlefield tapped. Untap. Upkeep. Adieu. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep nothing. Draw. Cast Displacer Kitten.
Trigger Ristic Study as well as Talion.
Not paying for Ristic. I'm going to cast Mox Simon. Not paying for Ristic. Target the Arcane Signet with
Okay.
the Displacer Kitten trigger.
I'm going to go down to 22 life. I'm going to snuff out targeting Displacer Kitten.
Ristic Study trigger.
I will not pay for it.
Burn the treasure, tap the command tower, and put Muddle the Mixture on the stack. Trigger Displacer Kitten.
Targeting.
Relic of Legends.
Trigger Ristic Study and Talion.
Yup, and yup.
I will miscast. Not paying for it.
What are you going to do about it, Seth?
Be sad.
That's fair.
Of course I will. Spellseeker.
Trigger Displacer Kitten. Targeting.
Arcane Signet.
Ristic Study trigger on the stack.
Study trigger.
Yep, can't pay for
Response.
it.
Slash an op agent.
Okay. Trigger Talion. Trigger Ristic Study.
Lose 2 life.
Ristic Momora.
Yeah.
Lose 2 life.
Paying for
Not paying for it.
I have no response to opposition agent. Kitten trigger, Arcane Signet. Exiles returns, tap Arcane Signet and add 8 blue mana. Now force counters, then muddle on the stack.
Mm-hmm.
Kitten trigger, same deal, 2 blue. So muddle the mixture on the stack targeting Snuff Out.
Mindbreak Trap.
Would you like to pay 1 for Ristic Study?
No.
In response to Mindbreak Trap, I'm going to spend 2 blue and put Born Upon the Wind on the stack. Okay, so trigger Displacer Kitten, trigger Ristic Study, trigger Talion. I lose 2 life. I'm at 20. You can take your card. Yeah, Displacer Kitten's trigger will be the Arcane Signet again. Not paying for the Ristic. Kitten trigger resolves, exiles, and returns the Arcane Signet. I can cast spells this turn as though they had flash, draw a card. So I'm going to tap the Arcane Signet for red, and I'm going to cast Overmaster. Casting Overmaster triggers Displacer Kitten.
Target.
Displacer Kitten's trigger targets Displacer Kitten.
I'm gonna tap for a blue and tap 1, and I'm going to channel Odawara, your Displacer Kitten.
Ooh. Ooh, baby! I have no response to that.
Okay. So Displacer Kitten back to my hand. Trigger attempting to resolve. Fizzles. No target.
You're paying for Ristic Study?
I can't. Okay, Overmaster resolves. Next instant or sorcery can't be countered by spells or abilities. Draw a card.
Great.
Mindbreak Trap exiles.
Yep.
Muddle the Mixture and the Mox Diamond.
Fucking Krark turns. They're always wild.
Well, and
Krark's not even out.
not involved in this.
Thank fuck.
Can you imagine?
Kitten trigger targeting Arcane Signet, exiles and returns. I'm going to play a land for turn. It's going to be a Volcanic Island. I'm going to cast Strike It Rich.
Ristic Study trigger.
Pay for it. Strike It Rich resolves. Create a treasure token. Pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Odd bad. Even good. Draw.
I'm glad I baited out every piece of interaction on the whole board, so whoever feels like winning next just does it.
Probably.
Play an island for the turn. Play Shieldwood.
Ooh.
You want to pay 1?
Yes. Play Tetsuko.
Well, now roll that.
Ooh.
Ristic Study and Talion.
No, I won't. I'm gonna pay 2 for a Null Rod.
Italian trigger, there's also a Ristic trigger.
I'm not paying for the risk. Sean, swing 3 at you.
So I feel like this is going to be bad for all of us. I'll pay 2 and cast Cyclonic Rift targeting Tetsuko Umezawa. Not paying for Ristic Study. I will lose 2 life to Talion going down to 20.
In response, I'm going to tap Tetsuko to give Mothas Changing Flag a turn.
I'll block the 2 flyers.
Pay 1 and 4 life to dismember targeting Talion.
Trigger Ristic Study.
Not paying for it.
I will pay 1 life and Flusterstorm.
Trigger, Ristic, Study.
And other Ristic Study as well.
I will pay, and I will pay 2 more life going down to 26.
Deadly Rollick targeting Talion.
Ooh, triggeristic study.
Not paying for it. So one YURIKO trigger.
Yeah.
Mystic Remora.
Ooh, one to
Right, take
all.
one. Pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Odd bad. Even good.
Nice.
Draw. I will lose 2 life. I will play a Morphic Pool for turn. I'm going to tap for 3 and play a Kite Sail Larcenist.
Trigger.
Damage you up to 16.
I'm not lethal to you, but if Sean and you decide to kill me, I am dead.
Tough choices.
I will decline the draw.
ETB.
Mm-hmm.
I'll choose Thrasios. I will choose Arcane Signet and Shieldred.
I will respond to the trigger. I'm going to pay 2 and cast Snap targeting Shieldred, not paying for either Ristic Study. Draw and gain your 2 life. Would you like to draw?
I'll decline.
Oops, I fucked that up. Oh well. Like, the thinking is I need to activate Thrasios now, and I didn't want to worry about it once I got to my turn, but yeah, I probably should have just let it become a treasure. Oh well. Alright, Snap resolves. That goes back to your hand. I'm untapping these 2 lands, and that trigger's still on the stack. I'm going to activate Thrasios. I will reveal Force of Will and draw it. Trigger resolves.
I will move to combat. I will swing 8 at Kyle. And from there, I'll pass turn.
Malcolm trigger.
Oh, yeah, treasure.
Untap. Upkeep. I'm going to pay 3 and cast Eternal Witness, not paying for either. ETB targeted Mystic Remora. Cast Mystic Remora, not paying for either. Go to combat. This one's for Jeremy.
Yes!
R.I.P. Jeremy.
Yep.
We'll never forget you. Or Carmia Sean. From there, I'll give the old pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to play a land for turn. It's going to be a Reflecting Pool. I'm going to cast Mog Salvage, targeting ROG.
Trigger Mystic Remora and Heuristic Study.
Take it, take it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sacrifice my Arcane Signet. No, I'm not going to. No, I am going to sacrifice my Arcane Signet. And that treasure, I'm going to cast Dockside Extortionist.
Ooh! Trigger Heuristic Study.
You can take it.
I'm going to sack a treasure for a black. And I'll sack it for another black.
Yeah, might as well sack my Thrasios for green.
Dockside ETV, 9. I'll go down to 5 and I'll cast Displacer Kitten.
Heuristic Study trigger.
I will pay for the Heuristic Study. Cast a Jeweled Lotus, triggering Displacer Kitten, targeting Relic of Legends, tapping Relic of Legends, adding 1 red to my pool.
Alright, Heuristic Study and Mystic Remora triggers.
I will pay for the Heuristic Study.
I will draw.
Kitten trigger, untaps Relic of Legends, tap and sacrifice the Jeweled Lotus, tap Relic of Legends, and I will cast Sakashima.
Ooh, baby. Trigger Heuristic Study.
Pay 1.
I think even trying to stop this, I don't think it's going to be all that successful, but I'll try anyways. First, what I'm going to do is cast Veil of Summer. Not paying for Heuristic Study or Heuristic Study. Any response to Veil of Summer?
Yes, I'm going to cast Pact of Negation.
Ooh, Heuristic Study and Mystic Remora.
I'll pay for the Heuristic. I'm not paying for the fish.
I have 2 floating black mana.
Great.
Let's get more cards in your guys' hand at least. Dark Ritual.
Trigger, trigger, trigger.
I will actually pay the 1 for yours.
Yep.
You both can draw. 3 floating black.
Kitten trigger exiles Dockside Distortionist and returns. So we're going to go up to 10. Pact on the stack targeting Veil of Summer.
Flashing an opposition agent. Not paying the 1. I am paying the 1 for you, though.
Alright, and here's Pact of Negation.
Is this so you can stop him?
So if Pact of Negation counters Veil of Summer, I probably will not be able to counter Sakashima, which is the original plan. I have not cast any counter spells currently, but you know I have a Force of Will in my hand.
Exile and Force of Negation targeting your pact.
Trigger Mystic Remora and Heuristic Study.
Mm-hmm.
Can't pay for it.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
Great. So Pact of Negation's exiled.
Yep.
Veil of Summer on the stack ahead of Sakashima. Veil of Summer resolves. Me and permanents I control gain hexproof from blue and black until end of turn. I will draw a card because you have cast it. Cast a blue spell. Okay, Sakashima on the stack. Exile Heuristic Study.
Oh.
And cast Force of Will, going to 18, targeting Sakashima. Can't pay for either Heuristic Study.
I appreciate your service, John.
You've
Thank
put
you for your service.
since you've drawn so many cards this game, I haven't really felt bad about you using your interaction. But when I have it, I feel like, yeah, I can contribute to the game too.
Well,
Just don't win on your next turn, please. Force of Will counters Sakashima.
I'm gonna cast Underworld Breach.
Oh.
Trigger Mystic Study and Mystic Remora.
Pay for it, and trigger Kitten targeting Dockside.
I will cast Fierce Guardianship, targeting Underworld Breach, not paying for either Ristic.
Oh my god, it's like every single free spell has been cast this fucking game. It's insane.
Cool. Great.
Oh!
Kitten Dockside enters 9, I think. Harmonic Progeny. 1 to pay for that.
More triggers.
More triggers. Who wants some triggers? All your shit has hexproof.
Me and permanents I control have hexproof from black and blue.
From black and blue specifically, okay. I'm gonna go down to 3 and put Sakashima back on the stack.
Paying for Ristic Study.
I'm gonna go down to 2. Okay, Sakashima enters as Kitten. I'm going to cast Submerge. Target the bird. 2 Kitten triggers on the stack. Dockside Extortionist and Relic Legends.
And trigger Ristic Study and Mystic Remora.
So you can get the draw, and I'll pay for the Ristic Study. Submerge resolves. Dockside re-enters. Still 9. Relic of Legends re-enters. I'm going to cast Twin Flame, targeting Sakashima.
Ooh, Mystic Remora and Mystic Study and you Displacer Kittens!
So, Displacer Kitten, Mystic Remora, and Ristic Study. Dockside flickers, re-enters, goes up another 9, so I'm at 14. 3 red, because that only costs 2, and I'll cast Dualcaster Mage.
Ooh, I imagine you're paying for Ristic Study.
And then I will pay for Ristic Study.
I think you got it, Seth.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Absolutely incredible win. That was beautiful to watch. You didn't have Krark or Sakashima out for most of the time you were going off that way, and you were still presenting incredible interaction and value.
So what's interesting is before all of the draw that happened throughout the whole turn, and I still, even casting all these spells, I still have 6 cards in hand. I had both of these in my hand, and I was like, I know there's so many counter spells here, and I have to bait all of it out with Underworld Breach and Sakashima again, and then I saw that I could keep going mana positive with multiple Kitten activations, and I was like, okay, so I'm gonna run out of spells, but I can get enough stuff to like bait the Force, which I knew you had, and the Fierce that I didn't know you had.
I was so impressed with the amount of interaction you had that game. You were drawing so many cards and just getting so much value. Even if your YURIKO triggers weren't going crazy, you had so much I still have written down, you have an offer you can't refuse in your hand that you did not use. I was like, remember that. And then you used every counter spell outside of offer. I was like, okay, got it. God, and you were generating a lot of value on your board as well. We both couldn't really keep up with them. You at least had a lot of creatures going on. That was absolutely spectacular game. Thank you for watching. We will see you next time.